More money has been allocated for sports tourism here in Scotts Bluff County. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, Scotts Bluff County Commissioners have approved a transfer of $60,000 from the county's Keno Capital Improvement Fund to an account with the Oregon Trail Community Foundation. Such a transfer is allowed once per year under state law, and in this case, the money would be used to help match any grants towards hosting the USA Cycling Gravel National Championships, which is about $30,000 annually. Tourism Director Brenda Lacey told the board Monday evening there are likely a number of sources to make that money back, two in particular.
The one that we do know for sure is that the city of Gearing will provide tons of in-kind services to us, and USA Cycling then reimburses us for those amounts. And then the second one that we know for sure is our potential to sell expo spaces. We'll have 130 10 by 10 spaces. I'm selling for $500 each, so that's $65,000 annually.
Leftover funds at the end of the 2 years of the Gravel National Championships would become the startup fund for the Scottsbluff Gearing Sports Council and its effort to attract more sports tourism events to the area. Well, the Scottsbluff School Board of Education is working to fill a vacancy with the pending resignation of board member Ralph Paez. Paez announced he would step down from the board on April 11th due to a change in his life dynamics and the decision to accept a job with Union Pacific Railroad. The board has voted on a resolution that will allow applications from qualified registered voters to be accepted through April 28th, with a selection to be made the week of May 22nd. Paez was elected just last year, and his successor would fill the remainder of his term. We'll have more news right after this.
Swipe right, swipe left, endlessly searching. Finding the perfect match isn't always perfect, but it can be when it comes to finances. Nora found the perfect business loan. Jenny opened her first savings account. Grammy loves her checking account. We found a match for Wilson Farms. The Sandersons were matched with a mortgage. Regardless of your financial situation, Platte Valley Bank will match you with the perfect solution. Find your match at Platte Valley Bank.
Fogs, FOGs, fats, oil, and greases can build up in the sewer pipes and lead to damaging clogs and sewer backups in your home or business. Here are some proper disposal techniques. Don't pour fogs down sinks or drains. Store grease in containers with tight-fitting lids and once full, discard in the trash. Next, don't rinse grease off your cookware prior to washing. Finally, only flush toilet paper. Flushable wipes give fogs something to cling to and build up. Tri-City Stormwater wants you to remember it's our water, our responsibility.
Life is crazy. Pain is stressful. How can anybody concentrate with these busy schedules? Now you can. This is Ben Moravec coming to you from Hydrozen, a float therapy business right here in Scotts Bluff. I'm here today to let you know we now have memberships for $49 monthly. You can guarantee yourself at least one float per month. You know how floating keeps your muscles relaxed, your joints relieved, and your brain clear to think? Now you can float at a reduced rate each month. Inquire today at hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT. Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge.
Welcome back. A 32-year-old Greeley woman who was charged in several drug cases in Scottsbluff County District Court has been sentenced to prison. Michaela Archibek, who also goes by the last names of Cantu and Martinez, was the target of a Wing Drug Task Force investigation in 2021. Court records show that she sold drugs to a CI on at least 6 occasions, with at least half of those sales involving half an ounce of meth. She was also arrested last summer in Scottsbluff following a pursuit that ended in a bank parking lot that also resulted in dealer amounts of fentanyl. She pleaded no contest to 2 counts of distribution of meth between 10 and 28 grams, as well as operating a motor vehicle to avoid arrest. Last week, she was sentenced to 3 to 6 years on the meth distribution case, which will run consecutive to the 4 to 6 years she got in the pursuit and fentanyl case. In total, her sentence is 7 to 12 years, which includes a mandatory minimum of 3 years, meaning she won't be eligible for parole until she served at least 5 years in prison. Well, Kimball residents and business owners are encouraged to attend one of two upcoming town hall public meetings on the City of Kimball Comprehensive Plan Update to be held April 19th and 20th. Each event will offer a brief presentation and opportunities to mark up maps and comment on growth in the community. Folks are encouraged to provide input on how to keep Kimball moving forward and discuss issues with city leaders. The meetings will be held at the Kimball County Transit Service Building at 5:30 p.m. on both Wednesday and Thursday. And people with business before the Scottsbluff County Assessor will want to make sure they stop in by the end of the day today, or they'll have to wait until Friday. The office will be closed Wednesday and Thursday of this week for continuing education of staff, which requires the closure. Assessor Angie Dillman thanks the public in advance for their understanding, and for any questions, you're encouraged to contact the office by phone.
Better sleep and better health can be found at Western Sleep Medicine in Gering. Since 2006, Western Sleep Medicine has offered the lowest cost sleep testing, either in their independent sleep laboratory or the privacy of your own home. You have control over your health care and your out-of-pocket cost. All insurance is accepted for a much lower cost than the regional option. If you need a sleep study, ask for Western Sleep Medicine. They've helped thousands of people over the years and want to help you. Western Sleep Medicine. Better sleep, better health.
This is KNEB.TV Ag News from the FNBO Ag Desk. FNBO, the great big small bank.
Planters are rolling across the state of Nebraska. Warm temperatures this past week brought many tractors and planters into the field. We join you today from southeast Nebraska as corn is going into the ground here. As Bill Boyer has pointed out, almost all of Nebraska is in some sort of drought situation. Where we stand today is classified as a severe drought category. The dry conditions are making for some good planting weather, but rain would certainly be welcome.
We got started planting corn on Monday, April 10th. Conditions are really nice. The ground is mellow, relatively warm. I think our soil temperatures are around 50, so conditions are really good.
Conditions are good, but the ground remains dry. Near Panama in southeast Nebraska, moisture has been hard to come by.
Yeah, we ended 2022 right at 10 inches below normal, and we ended a very dry year. Crops suffered quite a bit. We're hoping for some recharge over the winter, but going into 23, we should be about 4 inches of moisture in 23 so far, and according to our rainfall accumulators, we're at about 2 inches on the year. And it doesn't sound bad, 2 inches, but a lot of that was a quarter inch at a time, which evaporates before it does much good. Our top foot of soil actually has some decent moisture, it feels like, in it, but you get below that and there's really nothing at all.
Modern farming practices such as no-till do help when it comes to soil moisture.
I think the no-till is really a big helper because it feels like every time you work the ground you're going to lose maybe a half inch of moisture. So if we can conserve everything, it's going to be a benefit to us.
As for the planting season, it is off to the races as most producers in the region did begin planting over the past week.
while the birds are singing, they know that spring is almost here, a time for renewal. Renewal by Andersen Windows, that is. It's almost spring, and if you've suffered through another winter in a cold, drafty house with worn-out old windows, now's the time to invest in the best windows you can get from Renewal by Andersen. Wouldn't it be great to let some fresh spring air in that house with windows that actually open smoothly, make your house quiet, secure, and save you a ton of money on energy bills? Please scan that QR code, visit rbawyoming.com. Spring is a time for renewal by Andersen.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. Community strong with the people you know and trust.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you plan for tomorrow while you enjoy today. Our personalized trust services can help you do just that. You've worked hard to build your legacy, and you want to make sure that gets passed on for generations to come. We offer the professional guidance necessary to ensure that happens according to your wishes. We pride ourselves in being friendly and professional while offering a highly tailored full line of trust and estate planning services to accommodate you. You belong here.
And finally tonight, United Way of Western Nebraska and Riverstone Bank kicked off their partnership in hosting the 6th annual United Way Color Dash yesterday afternoon. The Color Dash, a colorful 5K for runners of all levels, will be taking place in Gering on June 3rd. An anticipated 1,000 runners will finish the race after being completely transformed by vibrant color. Registration is now open, and Executive Director Karen Benzel says the event is really the kickoff for the organization's special events season.
At the beginning of June, that is our special events season. For us, special events raises about a quarter of our resources that we're able to distribute back to the community. So it's a huge part of what United Way does. We're so grateful to partner with Riverstone Bank to do this as well. And it's just really a fun event that we do to promote for people of all ages, from infants all the way down to seniors.
Registrations are now open at uwwn.org/color dash. Well, that is it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you here next time.